Historical revelation number 1, the Tree of Life. First of all, we must go back a little bit in our history. About 6,000 years. The discovery of Noah's Ark, a recent discovery, in the 80s and 90s particularly. According to Genesis 8:4, the Ark came to rest upon Mount Ararat. Upon the same mountain, archaeologists have found the remains of an ancient raft, 515 feet long. I should clarify that it's not exactly the same mountain, it's the same mountain range where the boat is now located in Turkey. From the boat descended Noah's 8 sons, well, actually 3 sons, which soon became quite a few sons. I think it was 12, because they all had children. Pardon the exasperating pop-up. Let me see. Change Windows schema color. Very good. That ends the slideshow for a moment. But never fear, because God is near. So, the boat comes to rest on these mountaintops in Ararat, Turkey, modern-day Turkey. And from there you get Nimrod, the descendant of Noah, by Ham, I believe. And he basically asks the people to come together over him, while, as you can see in this picture here, they consumed small amounts of mushrooms. They built the Tower of Babel. And that's what this depiction is of. Man standing on man's back to build this tower. And then the languages were confused, and it was forgotten. Here you see birds nesting in the caps of mushrooms. That's because the cap makes a bird nest shape. And you see fishes because the mushroom is closely linked to fish, because it has a head like a fish, gills like a fish, scales like a fish, and depends on water, just like a fish. Now let's take a quick look from that piece of history into the poppy, which is the Archangel Gabriel. The symbolism of the poppy and the cobra. As you can see here from this Greek courthouse in Somerset, New Jersey, this flower is the poppy flower, and as you can see they're making the cobra-esque shape. That'll get more clear as we go, but please take a note of the 2 bites here, the fang marks of the cobra. Among the Greeks it was believed that all medical plants were medical because, or medicinal, because a cobra or a serpent had bitten them in the night. When the poppy is young, it also looks like a cobra. And that's important because, as we all know from the opiate crisis, addiction is a real problem. So cobras, serpents can bite. But the good news, to quote back to the Gospels, is that Luke says we will pick up serpents, Jesus saying this, and not be bitten, not become addicted. Poppies among the Greeks. This is the Greek and Roman era. As you can see, these are the leaves of the poppy. And this is a cobra coming out of it with a lily on its head. We'll get to the lily symbol later. But notice the 2 spots on the cobra. Eye spots. And then notice the 2 eye spots on the poppy, or fang bites. The poppy was called the acanthia leaf. That's its hiding name. That's the name under which it's hidden, so that humanity doesn't realize and be, open their eyes and turn to God and be healed. So they don't know that the peace that is surpasseth of all peace, that the gospel and the New Testament talk about, that peace that surpasses all peace is related to the medicine plants or the ministering spirits. We're jumping around a little bit, but here we see 9/11 and after 9/11. So before and after, the money. And if you had a $20 bill from before 9/11, before George Bush Jr., you could see the poppy leaf or the acanthia leaf. Then you see the cobra at the bottom, so you know it's the poppy. Whereas if you took a $20 bill and you folded it just so, like an airplane, you'd see the Twin Towers burning. That's because, of course, it was an inside job, just like the war. Unique features that identify psilocybin cubensis. Well, first of all is the umbo or nipple on top. As you can see here, it has a little nipple or a top to it. It has a bluing reaction. They stain blue. The teaching among mycologists is if it doesn't blue, don't bother. Here we have the gold and scarlet cap. That's classic to the most common of the psilocybins if you buy mushrooms on the black market. I'm not suggesting you do. You would find they are most likely, if they're legit, Psilocybin cubensis mushrooms because they're the easiest to grow in your closet. The white stem, the white base, so that's pillars are related to this base. You can't see it here, but there's striation in this stalk or stem, which is where we got the fluted columns from, as well as the ionic capital. It has a purple veil, and the cap splits when it gets big enough, which is a minor detail, but something, what we're looking at this for is because all the art history or the historic relics that come back to us or down to us have these symbols tied into them, as you'll see. The nature of cubensis, it has a hollow stem. That's unique, and our ancestors would have noticed that. The tanning of the cap, as you can see, it's tanning here. Forms a cup and has a scarlet cap as well as a veil that tears away, much like the veil that tore in the temple when Jesus died. But you didn't see that coming. The oval cap, shadow between the layers, the veil and the cap, a white stem, and white veil. The golden dome, stitched into history, a mushroom shaped an umbo. So this is how the artists handle these sacraments. They express them in their art. Here you see a lion on the left, a little face, 2 eyes, nose, mouth, and mane. And here you see the same carpet with a mushroom with the flames all around it, blue flames. Whoops, sorry. Let's go on to this slide here. Lions and flying carpets. Here we have a scallop shell, and in the scallop shell, which is the nose of the lion, we have a symbol of ancient history, which is the scallop, which Venus in Greek tradition turned up on. And the scallop shell is a symbol for the mushroom, as you can see here. These are mushroom scrolls in the base of the scallop, and when you see a scallop portrayed like that, you know that they're basically trying to portray a truth about psilocybin. They're saying this is what we're actually talking about. And the lion is God's symbol. The grail that puts the carpet in motion. We've all heard of flying carpets. And this is a grail cup. And you can see here a blue stem with a veil, a dark shadow, and a mushroom cap with the fire around it. This is that same carpet. And the grail cup beneath it. And water symbols here and here. Hidden mana. in the book of Revelations, they say that you'll be able to eat from the tree of life, or you'll be given some of the hidden manna. This, I tell you, this mushroom, this bluing mushroom, here and here are the eyes, here and here are the eyes, these are in carpets, is that hidden manna. Now this is what I meant by mushroom scrolls. You can see them here in this Afghani carpet. It's got these same mushroom scrolls on it, and that's where the artist got the idea. This is just an American wildflower carpet, and you can just see very clearly a blue stem, brown cap, white spotted mushroom. Well, that's it for now. My name is Bartholomew, and this is the Church of Enlightenment, or Center for Enlightenment, and we'll hopefully be in your town soon. Thank you. Good night.